Sunday night game, uh, Vikings, Cowboys. Doc, thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you want to kick this one off. Go for it, man.
Yeah, I'll kick this off, and I'm gonna be honest. I we can't take credit for this. I'd love us to, right? But you know, I we have to give some credit to the Dallas Cowboys, right? So and let me explain where I'm coming from. So I was worried about this game coming in. I figured that the Vikings defense would do pretty well against the Cowboys offense. Not that the Cowboys offense is anything to slouch at. They got the most passing yards. Their two receivers are like 3 and 8 receiving yards. The running backs like number 6 in rushing. Like they have a prolific offense, right? But Brian Flores disguises things. It's going to be challenging for any offense against that defense. I just didn't think our offense would do well against the Cowboys defense. Why? Because McCarthy has been struggling all year long. Now, last week he had his first decent game. I think again we talked about this, but they actually called plays, simplified the offense, didn't make it as tough for the quarterback, started getting a little bit of a rhythm. Okay, cool. So I figured we'll go into this game. We'll see how things go. He throws the interception first play, right? Like, okay, this ain't good. But again, settle things down, making plays he could make. For whatever reason, the Cowboys decided not to blitz McCarthy, even though McCarthy does horrible against the blitz because he's got a process, and the game's going too fast for him when folks blitz. They didn't want to take chances with the cornerbacks one-on-one with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I get that. But he had time now to throw, and the front four just wasn't getting pressure on their own. So he had time to sit in the pocket and throw. And that's why Hawkinson had a great game. And that's why our number 3 receiver, Naylor, had a really good game. Right? I'll take it. From the Vikings perspective, I'm happy to see 2 good games from McCarthy in a row. I loved the naked boot at the goal line, the gritty that he did going in, because like no one on the Cowboys was playing the boot.
Nobody.
He's the game is slowing down for him. It's not slow yet, but it's slowing down. He's starting to process more. I was getting a bit antsy, and Lee was trying to talk me off the ledge with McCarthy, like give him time, like we gave him enough time. I'm starting to see it. I'm actually hopeful for next season to see what happens. And I wasn't saying that 3 games ago, but I'm saying it now. I think for the Cowboys, honestly, this is a game they should have won. They needed to win because now it's like pretty much all hope is gone, and they just need to figure out more than anything or not. Is it the DC or is it the defensive players that they have? And what I mean by that is if you can't pass rush and you can't pass cover, you got problems. Like at least you've plugged the running issue. You can now stop the run. But if you can't pass rush and you can't cover if you blitz, folks are just going to sit there and throw all day, whatever they need to throw. And now the question becomes, can your prolific offense score more points than the other team? And if you go against a team with a good defense, like what happened this time around, that was the issue, right? So, not quite the Bengals, but similar kind of situation where you've got an offense that can put up points, but the defense ain't really stopping anybody. And you can't figure out seemingly how to help that offense out in any way, shape, or form, right? So yeah, I'm happy we won. Um, Again, it's too little, too late for this season, but it does bode well for the future for the Vikings. So
This is what his 8th start.
I think it's 8th. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Goff on his 8th start, he was 1-7, right? By his 8th start. So, like I said, I mean, I know he was drafted last year, but he is only 8 games, and it's going to be rough for any quarterback coming in, especially if the offense is complex. And
Real quickly,
yeah, go
he's
ahead.
coming into a team that was 15-2 last year.
Right. That's
But
a lot
those
of
were the
pressure.
expectations.
Yeah.
High
Yeah. That's a
expectations.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not
Unfair to him. And unfair to him.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But so and that's why I say give it some grace, give it some time, and I think he has the skill set and the mindset to be able to, to get it right if given the time. I didn't like the gritty. I didn't like the celebration. Right. You know, look, humble beginnings. Right. Yeah, things are starting to turn around for you, but I want my quarterback to be a little bit more, even keel in those situations, especially when you're still learning and you're still trying to get your footing. But I know it's fun. It's good to win. It's good to fake out the other team. I don't know how Dallas let that happen. That was bad. Reminds me of the Peyton Manning one what he did
Oh
when he
yeah.
did that
Oh
bootleg
man.
against, I
Yeah.
think it was the
But
Patriots.
that's
It was
Peyton.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no man, it was a good win.